Hi, my name is Luis Martinez. I'm here to talk about Tesla, the new normal. For Marketing 605, Dr. Realis, Bradley University. My introduction is around Tesla and its vehicles. Tesla's mission is to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. As we see here, we're trying to move away from gas into clean, sustainable energy. Environmental scan is something we do as marketers to ensure that our product is being launched. And here we have six different elements. We're going to start with demographics. The demographics for this vehicle are going to be the average age of 35 to 44. The average income is going to be at 125,000 annually, a lot higher than a normal median income nationwide. And is looking mostly for male and who are environmentally conscious and that work at the professional services such as business owners, doctors, lawyers, and so on in that segment. The social cultural, we're looking for an increasing popularity of low carbon lifestyles. People who are environmentally conscious and want to find a way to help reduce carbon and gases out in the world. Increasing preference for renewable energy. Somebody who's conscious about how we use energy and how that is being made and the effects that it has long term, right? And then improving wealth distribution in developing markets. We're not only trying to sell this into the United States, but we're also trying to go into different markets where the wealth is not necessarily distributed equally and bring this in there since it is an electric vehicle and be able to spread that by providing jobs and having employees work in these gigafactories. Technological, this is where I believe Tesla separates itself from the rest. One of the biggest key features here, it has autonomous driving. Currently, the autonomous driving is available for one lane and driving in that set of lane. But not only that, it can also move lanes from left to right. When you want to make an exit or stop at a light, you would have to take over the vehicle. However, it will be releasing its full autonomous features soon, where you'll be able to put an address into the GPS system and get a point A to point B without having to touch the vehicle at all. And then over the air updates from the first vehicle to the latest vehicle of the Teslas, you're able to have the same technology because these over the air updates. And then to take this, the rate of change for technology, right? As soon as you buy the latest gadget, as soon as you move out, you already have the most outdated device because technology is moving at such a rapid pace, and because of this over-the-air updates, we're able to keep technology up to date. So you don't have to worry about buying the next model. You don't have to worry about having the latest and greatest vehicle because the technology that comes with will be updated for you. And then economically, we definitely want to have a political stability behind this, and we want to have ensure that stability. And the way that we're going to do that is because the electric vehicle sales have risen by about 81%. So people are definitely looking into this segment, looking for an alternative fossil fuel vehicle, and they're buying into this. And then the battery price reduction. The battery price reduction, as the price of battery goes down, the less expensive the vehicle is going to be, which will allow and attract more people to buy this vehicle. And then ecological, climate change is definitely getting hotter out there, and so that is moving for people to find how to stop this or slow this climate change, which fossil fuels is not something that is helping. Which alternatively, clean energy will provide that slowdown or even prevent it from happening. And then expanded environmental programs. We're able to get more programs available for electric and alternative fossil fuels through charging solar panels, definitely clean energy sources, which Tesla is trying to promote overall. And then rising standards on waste disposal. How do you get rid of stuff? How is the long term effect of a product happening? So this trend is helping the alternative vehicle, or in this case, electric vehicles, out. And then lastly, the political stability. We want to make sure that we provide government incentives for electric vehicles with government incentives such as rebates on your taxes or discounts on the vehicle long term, or even something like having, be able to drive in the carpool lane with a single passenger is something that, is motivating people to go from a traditional gas to over to an electric vehicle. And then international trade agreements, we're able to get into markets where we were not able to get to before, just because the electric vehicles is such a hot topic right now. It's a trend. A lot of people are trying to figure out how do we go away from fossil fuels and go into something different. And definitely clean energy is something that's being talked about. Situation analysis will provide us with the SWOT, the strengths, the weakness, the opportunities, and the threats. One of the strengths is definitely that it's highly innovative. Tesla is definitely a strong brand. It is something that is recognizable. When you see that T anywhere, you know exactly what we're talking about, the vehicle and who it belongs to, right? With its owner being Elon Musk, and then it has strong production control and top employer. Um, it produces a lot of the vehicles and it produces its own and manufactures its own cars. So they have control of whatever needs to be changed can be changed at a time, as opposed to waiting on somebody else or a different company to do so. And then people love working there. People love what they do there, and it has a lot of great benefits for those people. So with that, and makes it a place where people want to not only show up but also do their best to produce one of the top cars available as of right now. The weakness is it has a single battery source. A battery produces from one place and one place only. So if that shuts down, it'll definitely halt the production of the car. Multi-company leader. The leader owns multiple companies, two high-profile companies, which in this case is Tesla. The second one is going to be SpaceX. So the leader will, evaluate his time and go back and forth and focus on the company that he needs to focus based on his priorities, not necessarily something that benefits Tesla. And then we see high debt and low profitability. High debt, the vehicle has a high cost for the battery right now. But as the newer cars come out, battery keeps on getting less expensive. And also, because it takes so much money to build this car due to the technology that it has, the cameras, the different battery segments, and it's trying to market to a unique group. Even though it is expensive, it is trying to still be in the market, so the profits can't be that high. However, it's still having a significant margin where they're able to stay afloat. Um, the opportunities here are going to have a mid-market car range. They don't have a car that's for everybody yet. However, I definitely think this is something that's long-term for them. They have in-house production, battery production, diversification, and energy trends. So for them to take over the battery and manufacture their own batteries will be a benefit for them, as they're able to faster develop a battery that's going to be less expensive, which will allow for most markets. That ties into the diversification. And then the energy trend, they need to maximize on this trend, being that a lot of people are being fuel effective, looking into how to savings, have savings not only financially but also how to save the planet by going a little bit more green. So it's something that definitely have to capitalize on. And then lastly, the threats, the manufacturing challenges, meaning that if a part is not be able to produce because of a certain type of metal or the material, then that halts the whole car from happening. And then we're also seeing an increase in competition. The competition is coming along, not only more updated cars than before, still not at the Tesla level, but they're definitely coming at a more economic price. And then the fluctuations in the economy that we've seen were coming from a pandemic where a lot of people lost their jobs or had to reduce the amount of money they were able to spend. So that definitely had an impact. And then lastly, the regulatory threats. Regulatory threats. How do you dispose of stuff? Who can you import and export from? That has a lot of as that changes. That definitely affects the way that the car is made and how much a car is going to go for. Next, we have the marketing mix, right? We have the product, price, place, promotion, and people. The product is Tesla itself and the battery, the Powerball, the power pack, the solar roof, then the vehicles, and then the vehicles are going to now we have the Model S, the Model 3, the Model X, and the Model Y. The price, Elon Musk wants to build a sports car, which is what you have to what the model is. From there, they want to be able to build an affordable car, and from the affordable car money, be able to even build an even more affordable car, right? So you see this trickle effect where they're getting a sports car, they're getting the high end users, use that money, build that money, providing something for the mass markets, and then go for something for even lower than the market range right now. And then the place, definitely, Tesla has done a great job of meeting people when they want to be met. The company website is a great resource for people to purchase their vehicles, build their own cars. They also own their service centers, so you're not dealing with a third party service center or a non company owned service center. They are able to keep the cost down because of this. And then charging stations. Charging station is something that provides peace of mind. Where other vehicles don't have this, you have to charge at home, whatever range you get. Um, Tesla has a network of charging stations where you know that you're going to be running into a situation of low mileage. You can definitely look up where the next station is at, come pull over and charge, and you'll be fine. And then with people, people are used to technology. People are used to using their phones for everything. So they built a mobile application not only to log into the car, drive the car, but also schedule services and interact with Tesla. It has built-in technologies such as streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, and then online purchasing. What else would you like that not have to worry about haggling for the price? You know how much it costs. You can build it yourself, and then at the end of the day, there's a one price, not going back and forth. You know where you're gonna pay, and then you just go on from there. And then lastly, the promotion. Tesla has not put up any kind of commercials out there. It's all word of mouth, viral marketing, and then of course their CEO Elon Musk at the driver's seat of this. He tweets, people listen, people copy and paste, and they follow up with other people, and the more word of mouth gets along. And then we have the value proposition. The value proposition. Next, we have the value proposition. We definitely want to focus on the customer problem, customer benefits, and the product offers. So one of the biggest problems that we have out there is that there's long range and electric vehicles, and also that we have greenhouse gas effects, which are being caused by gas vehicles. The benefits to this is that we're able to have fuel savings, integration of technology, and multiple charging points. So when customers are able to drive out there while having a peace of mind, knowing they're not going to run out of fuel, they're able to charge at the next charging station. And the product offers a fossil fuel alternative, technology advancements, and long range vehicles. From the first Tesla to the Tesla now, we've seen the vehicle go from about 150 to 200 miles per charge up to about 412 miles per charge. So we're seeing that increase as the batteries being changed on these vehicles. The positioning strategy is Tesla wants to create a product that attracts a unique, exclusive crowd and builds upon its exclusivity, right? First moment of truth, you definitely want to see something that's luxurious, unique, and expensive. The second moment of truth, you're going to see something that's impressive, modern, and new. And then lastly, we want to make sure that we focus on the social media strategy. Social networks, viral marketing, product service reviews, and online brand communities. With social networks, you will definitely have something like Twitter and LinkedIn, which is used on a daily basis. Imagine being at home, looking at Twitter or LinkedIn, and then seeing something from your company post. You're always going to be up to date. And then viral marketing, it definitely brings word of mouth with the video clips. One of the most famous videos, it's going to be when Tesla put a Tesla vehicle on a SpaceX spaceship and it shut out. People were definitely talking about it, sharing it, and providing that hype around it, right? And then you will definitely want to be recognized somewhere like CNN and Car and Driver. CNN has a lot of the technology reviews. Car and Driver does as well, provide specifics for you. And then online brand communities, something like the Tesla website is something that's definitely very important for us to be able to communicate with Tesla, able to purchase our vehicles, create our vehicles, see what's going on with our vehicles, and then Tesla forums. What better place to go and communicate with the Tesla community, people who own the vehicles, people who are using these vehicles daily. You're able to get questions answered from others, and also learn new tips and tricks from this. And with this being said, I want to thank you guys very much for allowing me to review my product with you, and hopefully we see a successful launch.